आवो मिलो सहेलियो सचड़ा नाम ले हाँ, रोवे बिरहा तन का अपना साहिब संभाले हाँ। हुक्म श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब पेज 579-580 अंग 579 580 वडहंस महला पहला। आवो मिलो सहेलियो सचड़ा नाम ले हाँ, रोवे बिरहा तन का अपना साहिब संभाले हाँ। साहिब संभाले पंथ निहाले असां पियो थे जाना, जिसका किया तिन ही लिया हुआ तिसै का भाना। जो तिन कर पाया सो आगे आया सी के हुक्म करे हाँ। आवो मिलो सहेली हो सचड़ा नाम ले हाँ। वडहंस महला पहला। This shabad is an alani, a sad group song sung by the ladies at somebody's death. In this shabad, Guruji is telling us what kind of things we should consider and sing about when we are grieving over somebody's death. As if joining those grieving ladies who are singing sad songs at somebody's death, Guruji says, "Come, O my dear mates, let us join and contemplate on the true name of God. Let us cry over the separation of our body, soul from God, and remember our Master. Yes, let us contemplate on the Master. We should remember our God and think about the path to that place where we too have to go one day. Regarding the departed soul, we have to realize that by whom this creature was created has been taken back by him, and whatever pleased him, that came to pass. Further, whatever one had done in the past, the result of that comes before that one. What can we say or command against this divine will? Therefore, O my mates, let us meditate on the true name of God." Para 1. मरन मंदा लोकां आखिए जे मर जाने ऐसा कोए, सेवो साहिब समर्थ अपना पंथ सुहेला आगे होए। पंथ सुहेले जाओ तां फल पावो आगे मिले वडाई, भेटे स्यों जाओ सच समावो तां पत लेखै पाई। महले जाए पावो खसमे भावो रंग सुरलियां माने, मरन मंदा लोकां आखिए जे कोई मर जाने। Guruji now comments even on our way of thinking about death and says, "Oh my friends, we would not call dying a bad thing if somebody really knew how to die. To make even your death as something desirable, I suggest that while still alive, remember your Master so that your journey after death may become comfortable. Because if you go treading on this comfort, ensuring path of meditating on God's name, then you would obtain the fruit of your meditation and you would receive honor in God's court. If you go before God with the offering of His name, you would merge in that true God Himself, and your honor would be taken into account. In this way, you would find a place in God's mansion, sound pleasing to the Master, and would revel in merrymaking with Him. Then you would realize that we won't call dying a bad or tragic happening if someone knows the way to die like this." Para 2. मरण मुनसा सूर्य हक है जे, मरण मुनसा सूर्य हक है जो होए मरण परवानो। सूर्य से ही आगे आखिए दरगह पावे साक्षी मानो। दरगह मान पावे पत स्यों जावे आगे दुख न लागे। कर एक ध्यावे ता फल पावे जित सेविए भव भागे। ऊंचा नहीं कहना मन में रहना आपे जाने जानो। मरण मुनसा सूर्य हक है जे, मरण मुनसा सूर्य हक है जो होए मरे परवानो। Next, Guruji comments on the deaths of some people who die bravely in a war. Guruji tells what kind of death is really a true death even if it is in the war and is considered honorable in God's court. He says, the dying of the brave warriors is righteous if that the dying is approved in God's court. They alone are called the brave warriors in the Yond who obtain true honor in God's court. They depart from here in honor and are also received with honor in God's court, and no pain afflicts them thereafter. They meditate upon God with a single-minded devotion, and only then obtain the reward of meditating upon God, by remembering whom all one's doubt and dread flees away. They are trained not to talk loudly about the problems or hurdles in their way. They have to keep all these things in their mind, because they have the confidence that on his own God knows about all the obstructions in their way. Yes, dying of brave warriors is righteous, whose dying is approved in God's court. Para 3. ਨਾਨਕ ਕਿਸਨੋਂ ਬਾਬਾ ਰੋਈਏ ਬਾਜੀ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਸੰਸਾਰੋ, ਕੀਤਾ ਵੇਖੈ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਆਪਣਾ ਕੁਦਰਤ ਕਰੇ ਵਿਚਾਰੋ, ਕੁਦਰਤ ਵਿਚਾਰੇ ਠਾਰਨ ਧਾਰੇ ਜਿਨ ਕੀਆ ਸੋ ਜਾਣੇ, ਆਪੇ ਵੇਖੈ ਆਪੇ ਬੂਝੇ ਆਪੇ ਹੁਕਮ ਪਛਾਣੇ, ਜਿਨ ਕਿਛ ਕੀਆ ਸੋਈ ਜਾਣੇ ਤਾਂ ਕਾ ਰੂਪ ਅਪਾਰੋ, ਨਾਨਕ ਕਿਸਨੋਂ ਬਾਬਾ ਰੋਈਏ ਬਾਜੀ ਇਹ ਸੰਸਾਰੋ. Guru Ji concludes this Shabad by reminding us that this crying of ours over some tragic happening is in vain, because we are crying only on illusions, as if we are crying on seeing somebody dying in an ordinary play or seeing it on a cinema screen. So he says, O Nanak, for whom should we cry or bewail? Because all this world is just a play, a mere illusion. The Master who has created, he reflected on his creation. He takes care of it also and provides support to it. He who has created it knows what he is doing. He himself watches what everybody is doing. He himself understands it, and he himself understands what command needs to be issued when. Yes, he who has created everything, he alone knows what are its needs, and his form is beyond limit. O Nanak, for whom should we cry or bewail? Because all this world is just a play, a mere illusion. Para 4-2. The message of this Shabad is that instead of crying and bewailing over the death of our near and dear ones, we should cry over the separation of our soul from God. We should understand that one day we would also have to go through that journey. So we should remember him while we are alive, so that when we go to God's court, we are received with honor. Finally, we should not cry over somebody's death, because it is only a play created by God and is only an illusion. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. SGGS 579-580. Thank you.